Okay, so we're on ThinkUp's homepage. You'll get here when you finish the startup basics, where you describe your idea, the problem you're trying to solve, and the industry. Now, there are two main sections here waiting for you. The first one is ThinkUp's recommendation to you, like next steps, and the all steps. So the all steps are all the steps on the platform available to you. Now, we are starting with customer discovery. So let's click it. And it opens up an overview with the outcome, what it unlocks, so next steps it unlocks, and the different sections of this step. Clicking on go will start the process, the step process. So the first one is persona segmentation. We talked about end users, decision makers, influencers, the short description here. And by clicking next, we are on the first working screen called end users. And you get some information, what you need to do, who are the people that will use your product. So most of you probably have their own idea on the end users that are relevant to you. You can type them here. For example, in my case, it's a dorm selection app. So maybe a student, and it may be a remote student. With difficulties to access dorms remotely, and I add it. Now you probably noticed that there was a pop-up here, and that these are the stars. That's a behavior you'll see as you go on the platform, and that is these are recommendations of ThinkUp. So for example, maybe a recent graduated student is relevant. It's another way. It's not the remote. It's a recent graduate. Maybe international student, so different persona or different user. And maybe a transfer student. Students transferring to a new institution who need help navigating dorm options and finding compatible roommates. Maybe. Now, you don't have to select all the options. You need to review them and decide what's better for you, what you think relevant to your startup. All right, so I pick those and I'm clicking next, and I'm moving to the decision maker screen. Who are the individuals who will be responsible for purchasing your product? Now, some of you maybe are doing B2C, and that means that the end user is also the buyer sometimes. And if that's the case, so clicking here will open up all the end users that you already selected, and you can pick one. So for example, maybe a student could be also a decision maker. Maybe the international student, maybe all of them, right? Also, you have the suggestions. So maybe if you're not B2C, you're B2B, then maybe it's the chief admission, maybe it's the director of student services, or the head of housing operations. I don't know. Depends on your case. You don't have to pick them all. You can deselect. Okay? When you select something, it's added to the list of the decision makers. Once complete, and again, I remind you, you can type in your selection. Then you move on to the influencers. And again, same suggestions. So maybe a college advisor, maybe a student influencer, maybe a blogger, all good. Maybe you have your own, so type them in and move forward.